Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. All right, children, find your seats. It's time for class to start. Daily Dose Radio is on the air. And today we're looking at Psalm 133, and our word for the day, children, is unity. Unity, you'll find that in your material. Now, yesterday we talked about verse 1. Verse 1 is the opening statement. How good and how delightful is it when brothers dwell together in unity. We talked about the unity that brothers can dwell in, and sometimes brothers don't dwell together in unity. Families often have issues. But now let's take it to the devotional level. Is he talking about a family, or is he talking about the family? Is he talking about a family of somebody's tradition, or is he talking about the family of faith? I believe he's talking about the family of faith here. It's good when brothers, that is, those who are united because of one faith, dwell together in unity. It's delightful. It's good. It's wonderful. So, unity is our key word right now, and today we're going to see a metaphor. He gives us two metaphors in this psalm. Now, some are going to disagree with that. Weiser says that he sees three different word pictures here. He sees the oil, the beard of Aaron, and the beauty of Mount Hermon. But I see two. I think the first one is all of verse 2, and it describes this word unity that we had at the end of verse 1. And then the second, it is like the dew upon Hermon. That's in verse 3. I think that second metaphor describes the beauty of verse 1, or the delightful nature of verse 1. So we're going to look at the two key words found in verse 1, described in similitude in verses 2 and in verse 3. So we have here a very beautiful, very artistic psalm, which opens with this salvo, "Behold, how good and how delightful it is when brothers dwell together in unity." And now we're going to think about unity. What's unity like? What does it look like? Let's look at the first part of verse 2 today. It is like that good oil that ran down upon the beard. Now, there are some things here I want you to pay very close attention to. Throughout the psalm, we have a verb that repeats, and it's not by coincidence that it repeats. We have the verb to run down in the first half of verse 2. We have it in the second half of verse 2, and we have it in the first half of verse 3. So, and that, I'm sure that is one reason why Weiser and others see three different word pictures here, because that verb repeats 3 times. But it's important. It runs down. Blessing always comes down from above, from the Father of lights. So, as James tells us in his letter in the New Testament, so it is like the good oil on the head. What is the it here? The it is the unity. The unity that he's describing is like the oil. That is the precious anointing oil. And it was a compounded oil made of olive oil as the base, and then it had cinnamon and calamus and some other spices in it. It was a sweet-smelling oil that they used to anoint the high priest, and they would put it on his head, signifying the anointing of God, or the hand of God, the presence of the Lord on the high priest. But it didn't stay there. It ran down upon his beard. The beard represents the manly quality. It represents his ability, his strength, ability to conduct his business as a man. It's that beautiful part of the man, that beard. So the good oil, or the precious oil, represents the presence of God that not only touches the seat of the will, the head, but also runs down upon the manly ability of the individual, his strength, and so forth. So that oil is uniting will and power. Will and power. And tomorrow we're going to see that it runs down even further, and we'll talk about that tomorrow on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.